Hello.
Hey, here we are, and we have a guest with us today. So excited to have Ashlie.
Oh my gosh. I've known this girl, or woman, young lady, for a really long time. I tried to do the math on it the other day, and so I sneakily asked her how old she was while I was getting my brows done. And I figured it out, and I've known her about 17 years. Can you believe that?
That's a long
That's
time.
crazy.
That's a long time. So, anyways, we will explain a lot more about this fantastic woman, who she is, her really awesome, exciting life.
Yep.
And that she's actually carved and created. And I can say personally that I've been a witness to, because I've known her since she was like basically a teenager. So, anyways.
Yeah, I think 18 years.
Yeah.
I think I met you when I was...
You were 19?
Or 20, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You're listening to Fit and Hippie with Dory and Lori. The show is about the show that covers the show that gets into
Exactly. Okay, so we want to hear about you. We're here to learn about you, Ashlie.
Oh, no.
We've talked a lot about us. Well, it's time for us to talk about somebody else.
Yeah, so go. No, we'll ask you questions that you don't have to like kind of try to think of everything.
Yeah, we were creeping on you.
Questions are good. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
So we were creeping on Facebook, and Dory knows a
funny.
lot about you. So,
Well, that's why I was showing her pictures, because I wanted her to see kind of like what I was talking about when I was talking about all the things that you have done.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I met Ashlie is many, many years ago. I went to get a Brazilian wax. Now, my experience with Brazilian waxes in the past, I had only done, seriously, just a couple.
And now we're talking almost 20 years ago. Yeah. This is set the scene of 2000, let's say 2000.
And I hadn't had much luck before, and I hadn't had very many, and Ashlie shows up and is going, and remember, it was upstairs. You had to go upstairs, and you were doing it up in this little attic. It was really kind of cool.
kind of like
And
now.
she walks in, and I'm like, she's a baby. But I have to tell you, she was so good then, and she is even better. Like, and over the years, I just followed her around. And there were times, I was in Wyoming, and so I had a hard time coming down. But she's basically been the only person that has seen me downtown for the last 20 years.
Well, back then, nobody was doing it either.
Yeah.
Here it was, people were saying, oh, it's illegal to do that in Salt Lake City.
illegal?
You can't, Brazilians
Oh,
are,
my God.
make sure you don't
So
put that on your menu. And what? So, yeah, I remember when learning how to do it, there was nobody that wanted to do it. So my hand shot up in the air, and I said, I'll do it. And
I'll do it.
so they would call me in to do their weirder, waxing services for the ones that they thought were abnormal, and I thought it was just normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun, and then I'm still doing that. Lots and lots of those.
Yeah, and you're even... you even have a business now in Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm curious about going back and forth from Utah to Hawaii.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about your, start going from there and then growing in this business with the waxing, and then now you are back and forth in Hawaii.
Yeah, what took you to Hawaii?
So as far as waxing that career, I graduated that, got into aesthetics, master esthetician, worked at a day spa for 2 years. Then in the salon world, you either, work for somebody or kind of do your own thing. So switched over doing my own thing, did that for probably 10 years or so, and had a really great place that I started at that was awesome as a lily pad. And then I moved down the street, and I've been there for the last 12 or 13 years with a girlfriend of mine. So I was just waxing and doing facials and had a client come in that I'd seen on the regular. And prior to that, I think the Hawaii thing, I had learned how to surf in my 30s. Like, I think at 30, I learned how to surf.
Very cool.
that really clicked. That really kind of hit home somewhere. I remember spending months kind of trying to figure out, how to get back in the water. What am I doing? And I just go, I'm not getting any younger. I have to, do this. And so I decided to just take a couple weeks off work, go on a little trip, do some soul searching. Ended up picking Maui due to having a friend who was going on a solo vacation there.
Oh, cool.
So I said, well, hey, I'll just meet you there for a couple days and, I'll stick around after. So stuck around and then just walked into a life that already existed.
Wow.
So I've been there for 5 years now, 6 years.
Wow.
And you rent,
Going back and forth.
when you go there, you just pay for the time that you're there at the studio, right?
Yeah, as far as work goes, I met a really cool gal who owns a place. She just charges me like per day or whenever I'm there.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and we can all just
awesome.
work around each other, so that works out really good.
And then you got a little bungalow or something?
and I got a little spot that I hang out with some family there, and it works out really, really good so far. So there's times when it's harder than other times. It's a little non-traditional, but it's fine. And I figure at 15 years in, I just need my clients to schedule an appointment. It's pretty easy, but the books stay, full, and I have some that have a hard time with that, so I'll call them when I'm here. But it's pretty.
I'm one of those that have a hard time with that. I need to know when you're in town. I just need to be on a rotation. But
totally no big
So it's
deal.
harder when you come back here than when you go to Hawaii.
No, here is super full. That's why I keep this, because a lot of people go, oh, well, why don't you go there full time? And I just, here is fun. We've got as you can see, we've got beautiful, scenery and weather and seasons and stuff. My business is established, and so it's hard for me to want to just abandon that in the hopes of starting over.
And why would you pick one over the other? Because they're completely different. And you could spend as much time as you want in the wintertime in Hawaii. And
I would love that life.
It's the way to go. You don't have kids, you're not married.
Well, that's what's neat about online scheduling and stuff, is you can open your books up for a month, and you can just be like, it's open, schedule your appointments, and people just get online and type in when they want to come in. So that makes that really easy. And then I've got a board where I can just write people down and shoot them a message. So that's pretty easy too. It's not.
That's awesome.
And at the end of this, we'll make sure that everybody gets Ashley's contact information, just so that she can get a little more busy.
If they
mention
listened
Fit
here,
and Hippie, we can do some little bit of a discount.
a little something.
We'll think of something.
Yeah,
by the end.
A mystery discount, but it'll be good.
Yeah, you'll have to mention us and then see what Ashley does.
It'll be worth the phone call.
Well, and she also does permanent makeup. So
I've been doing that for the last few years. So you guys got your brows done.
Yes, I got my brows done because I'm one of those people that don't have any eyebrows. So
Ashley
did a really good job
in the
on
healing phase. So they're in the
eyebrows.
in between of where.
Yeah, but they look fantastic.
They both, they look really good.
They look super good, even though for the first couple of days we were all teasing her about being groucho.
Yeah, at first it's like, whoa! Because I'm not used to having eyebrows at all.
It's going to go to that backlight color, not this in-betweeny. So, it's neat how the...
So I'm excited. She did a great job. And she did some touch-up on Dory, too.
After chemo, I lost a lot of the color, but my eyebrows grew back in, but it just needed some help. They're not all that super great.
Yeah.
So what are you pointing at?
Just that one. Whenever that was the one that we were nitpicking. We're like, what should we do? And that's the tricky part about it too, is it's like, so it's a process. It's definitely a build-a-brow.
Yeah.
To refer to.
Build-a-brow. Well, and so what Ashley did, what I really love,
happen over time.
Well, and what you started in was actually microblading, and then you just now transitioned to doing with the pen.
Yeah, digital brows.
Yeah, those hair strokes. It actually
both,
is nice.
It depends on what what you're doing, but your hair strokes look really good.
Yeah, she did an amazing job, and we kind of added some hairs and added some a little more arch.
I'm curious because I heard that you were once into roller derby.
Oh, geez.
I want to hear about this roller derby deal.
Yeah,
I want to know.
Do you guys remember? Did you ever see that show back in the day that was the Roller Girls?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I have a cousin that was in the roller derby.
Yeah, and I grew up watching roller derby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even meet those roller derby girlfriends. I don't even know. I think that show was on TV, and for some reason I put out a Craigslist ad or something, and so did a couple other girls, and we decided to meet at the roller rink because our boyfriends didn't think we were tough enough to do roll. Well, I remember my boyfriend at the time. This is probably when I was young, like right when I first met you, 19 or 20, and 22.
You were a little older because you actually asked me to be on the roller derby team.
Oh, really?
Yes. But
you would have been great on that. You would have been great on that.
The reason I did it is because I was competing at the time. And there was no way I was going to go do something that was going to take me out of my competition.
Exactly, yeah, because at 23 that ended up, or 22 or 23 ended up with, 2 blown knees, and that was a funny idea. But yeah, we met at the roller rink, and we started the Salt City Derby Girls, which is still
going?
Alive-ish and well today. I believe
really?
it's branched off into Wasatch Roller Derby, and then
so who did you compete against? I mean,
all
people
over.
here?
There were originally started with the Salt City Derby Girls. It split off, so when it was Salt City, we would go to other states or other counties. So we'd battle like Ogden or Logan or wherever, and then we'd go to Nevada or Denver and skate with some of those guys. And then when it branched off, we would skate against each other. And then the styles changed. We were always a flat track. And then the Salt City Derby Girls wanted to go to bank track, which is the old
That's what I used to watch.
fashioned.
Yeah, it was always
that's
bank
highly
track.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Like if you want to break your leg, sign up for that.
Yeah.
That's wild. We played a season that was really fun, got some angst out, met a lot of really cool
elbowing people and
Ashley's a badass. I totally would think
there were no rules back then either for like the new real WFTA TDA. There were no rules for it back then. So a lot of these first and second seasons were all about creating rules for the leagues. How can you play? How to prevent players from getting hurt, because a lot of people were getting hurt, and we were definitely throwing elbows and.
So it wasn't like on the TVs where the girls could line up and then swing each other around.
We were like pissed off ladies cracking each other, and it was just it got pretty rough for a while, and there were definitely some injuries and broken bones. And
well, if I saw Ashlie coming at me, I'd be like, no.
I was one of those players for sure. It was not nice on the track.
It's fun though.
I was working out some stuff. But it was really funny, and they definitely, I think, created some rules because of us. But it was fun, and it really helped some people work out some issues that they were going through. And then second season, after practice, we were playing a game. My friend hit me, blew my ACL in my right leg.
I remember.
I believe my MCL in my left leg.
Yeah.
Was lucky enough to find who's still practicing here, Dr. Harry Allison.
Yeah, in Park City. Yep, I know him.
The Dosery Clinic. So that he saved my life.
She's the first person that told me that she had stem cells. Isn't that what you got?
No, it was pre-stem cell days. So it was just the prolotherapy, which includes dextrose, glucose B12. Tricks the brain into thinking that injury just happened. So we worked together for about a year on that, and 12, 13 years later, and it's still holding strong. I mean, it has a couple issues now and then, but
you might do some exosomes or some
now that the
stem
whole
cells
stem cell thing,
and
that's really cool. Yep. So I might definitely go see and have the other leg worked on, and really cool stuff. So then refereed that next year, just during rehabilitation, which was really cool because that was a whole nother side of it. And then just retired, and the girls just took it over. And I think the person that was running that kind of ran that into the ground. But then I believe Wasatch is still going, and they play games and bouts every now and then. So you can still go see games and join. They have a kids league. I think they have a men's league.
Do they play out at the Oval?
They play, they either play at the Oval, or they play downtown at the Salt Palace, or just kind of, they have different venues. But that was a fun bleep.
A cool thing on your resume.
I still skate a lot. I still trick skate a lot, like jam skate. There's a rink right by my place in Hawaii, and so I do still skate a lot.
That's so cool.
No more roller derby these days.
Now on regular roller skates, or
regular roller skates? Quads.
Old school.
Yeah,
I love that.
Quads. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
and then my mom just got me a pair from China, where they are these roller skates that click on your heels. You strap them around your feet.
Oh,
so
really?
We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I feel like I should probably try it with a helmet first.
Yeah, and elbow pads and wrist
all that stuff.
guards, all the things that are going to break easily now that we're like older.
Yeah, I just don't see how lifting my feet up on it just.
Ashley's not old though. We're old, but
I know she made it sound like in my 30s. I'm like, and when I started when I was 30, I'm like, Ashlie, you're still in your 30s.
36 isn't that young though.
Hey, I'd do it again.
Bones.
Okay. The next thing.
Stay up those one wheels.
I remember you in the Bombshell Academy.
Okay,
there was one
still current.
Before that.
The Rockabilly Band.
The Rockabilly Band, and you used to play at Pat's Barbecue.
Yes,
and we used to go and watch it there.
Pack that place.
The
band
in the
with the coolest band with the worst name ever.
Yeah, but you used to play all around, and you had a pretty big following.
We
like,
did.
like
With that rockabilly band, we're even talking about putting that back together.
Yeah.
We were all just old 50s cover songs.
Yeah, the 50s genre.
Yeah, it was like super cool.
I love
though.
that.
And
you'll have to check her out on our Facebook page.
Yeah,
It's
I love that music too. Everybody does.
I would really like to
loves
revisit
it.
that. And that was the thing, is everybody really liked that. I love Bombshell Academy. That's really fun, but it's a specific genre. The rockabilly band that I was in was really neat because kids would come, old people would come.